do what thou wilt. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of 7 Minutes with Themagus, featuring your host, me, Omega Logion, the magical heir of Aleister Crowley. Crowley's motto as a magus was To Mega Therion. My motto as his successor magus is Omega Logion. Where his motto meant the great wild beast, my motto means the last oracle. My series is going to focus on 3 topics: thelema, the Kabbalah, and the Eon of Maat. I am the magus of the Eon of Maat, and I have come to utter a word. Now, what do those terms mean? A magus is a technical term taken from Crowley's magical order, the AA, whose letters stand for Astron Argon, or Argentium Astrum, both of which mean silver star, or maybe they refer to something secret and known only to Crowley. But the thing to remember is that every grade in the order of AA is aligned with one of the spheres on the tree of life. And each of the grades of the order is assigned a different task. The task of the magus is to utter a word. So what is a word? A word is a magical formula. It's a series of letters in a magical language like Hebrew or Greek or English. And its series condenses the energies and explanation of the eon that it symbolizes by intertwining the math and the geometry and the literal meanings of the words and the letters. It creates a sort of seed and a mirror of the eon that it reflects. Every eon requires a new word. What is an eon? An eon is an unspecified period of time in which a different god or goddess is in charge of the magical energies of our planet. The previous eon was the Eon of Horus. Crowley began this eon in March 1904 in Cairo, Egypt, when he invoked the god Horus, which led to him receiving the Book of the Law and the Law of Thelema. He called this the Eon of Horus, the crowned and conquering child. He said that before this, for about 2,000 years, was the Eon of Osiris, the father. And before that, for an unspecified period of time, was the Eon of Isis, or the mother. So you see, there's a progression from the mother to the father to the son. And so Crowley expected that the next eon would be the Eon of the daughter. And he called that the equinox of Ma. Crowley didn't know when that eon was going to begin. His protege, Frater Akkad, thought it began in April of 1948. But Akkad was not a magus, and therefore he could not utter a word, and a new eon requires a word. So Akkad was a little bit ahead of his time, because the Eon of Maat did not begin until 2020. You may recall 2020 being one of the most tumultuous years in human history recently. Well, it certainly had a lot of strange and unusual astrological events, culminating in the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn in 0 degrees Aquarius on the day of the December solstice. That day was the beginning of the Eon of Maat. I am the magus of the Eon of Maat, and I have come to utter a word. I'm going to be talking about 3 main topics in this series. One is thelema, the law of thelema, how it's evolved, how it is now to be understood in this new eon. It is not discarded, it has evolved. The second major topic is the Kabbalah, but this is not the Kabbalah that you've probably been exposed to. This is the Trigrammaton Kabbalah, based on Crowley's received holy book, Liber Trigrammaton. I discovered the secret key to Trigrammaton in 1996, And for the past 29 years, I have studied this Kabbalah. I've pushed it further and further to see how far it could go. How much could it encompass? How much could it tell us? It is so precise. Its math is near perfect, and it will tell things that no other Kabbalah can tell. I'm going to share my findings with you. It will make you a better magician. It will inform your magical practice. It will make you a better thinker. And it will also wipe away the cobwebs of this old medieval Christian Kabbalah that you've been exposed to up until now. This is the 21st century. We need a scientific Kabbalah that represents what we've accomplished in the last centuries. We have to quit living in the past and live in the now. And that now is the Eon of Ma'at. That's the third main subject I'm going to talk about. Primarily, the series of holy books that I've been receiving since 2020. I have channeled numerous texts from my holy guardian angel, from gods such as Amun and Babylon. Yes, I've talked to God, and I've written the words down, and I'm going to share them with you. They are full of magical practices, rituals, different philosophical concepts, all for this new Eon of Ma'at. I'm going to share everything that I've found with you. But in order to keep up with me, you're going to have to remember something. You've got to bring something to the table. I am not going to be teaching Kabbalah 101. I'm not going to be talking about elementary thelema. This is not an introductory course. This is for people who are already practicing magicians, who already know something about occult studies, and bring that knowledge to bear so that they can learn even more. And if you do your homework, you will gain a lot from this series. There are lots of great resources out there on the Book of Thoth Tarot, on the Tree of Life, on Crowley's Legacy, on Western Hermeticism. Study up on it. When you feel that you're competent enough, come back and watch some episodes of the series. The next episode is going to trace my magical career from my initiation at Boleskine House in Loch Ness up to the current day where I'm receiving holy books on a regular basis. So until next time, peace and be well. And don't forget, love is the law.